What's up, beautiful people? This is your boy IB King. Welcome to my YouTube channel, where we treat you with amazing videos all day long. Please do well to subscribe and on that notification bell so that you can get notified whenever any video is dropped. Now to what we have for you today.
How are you all doing? Hmm? Omo, these are interesting times to be alive. How na day? Someone say, na hush, they think na hush matter, na hush matter. Hey, someone say they think call me as how? You see, the first thing I want to talk about is you guys need to be able to differentiate between a professional job and friendship. I'm glad that you guys can see me in such a light. That means I was able to take my job to the next level, to the point where you guys actually believed the hype. To be honest, first of all, I need to start with an apology. Yes, in my bid to do one of the greatest interviews, and trust me, some of the greatest interviews you've ever seen in Nigeria were done by me on my personal space. Tonto DK, Timaya, Techno, and so many crazy one-on-ones. To get the Hushpuppi interview was also a major feather to my cap. It was one of my biggest interviews ever. And someone said he will call you definitely because he tipped you something. I'm putting this on record. FBI is watching. If they can trace 50 cents in cash or in kind to me, they should call me. I'm not talking of $1. 50 cents in cash. You see, many of you people believe that we are poor. So, because I went to interview Hushpuppi, he must dash me money. I am putting this on public record. If as much as 50 cents came to me directly in cash, or transfer, or crypto, or any means whatever, trust me, FBI has their ways. I have nothing to, what am I afraid of? If FBI invites me tomorrow, I will wear my cloth, tie my knot, and be very glad to travel to America to go and do holiday. Because I know that by the time we are done with the questioning, I'll eat McDonald's, hang around a few places, do interview. The FBI person who want to interview me said, go call interview him. You now have Daddy Freeze interviews FBI. Market must sell. So, to be very, they will give me hotel safe. I think get luck when they fly me business class. So, I have nothing to hide. I did everything I did in the capacity of my job as an interviewer. Now, there are many things you people don't know. Hushpuppi did not invite me to Dubai. I went to Dubai on a Cool FM trip. I went with the entire Cool FM crew. I even went with Taste Buds. As a veteran in Cool FM, I said, I cannot go on a trip without my madam. Please, I want to go with my madam. And they approved it. I never for one, Cool FM kept us in a hotel. All of us were there, all Cool FM. There was no day I did not sleep inside. No day that I slept out. Always slept in my hotel every night. Someone is saying, who has this, all this now? You see, before I block you, first of all, let me ask you, what are you doing on my live? Secondly, somebody said I collected tip. Why must, you see, these are the reasons why I didn't take the internet gossip about Hushpuppi'S seriously. Every journalist that goes for an interview must have been bribed. Please have phone call, Kyari. Hello? Yes. Okay, ma send the code and sing. Sorry, somebody's at my gate, important person. Let me send code. You think it is you people that will be here? And you see, any girl that drives a Range Rover, any actress that drives, I'm not saying actresses don't sell their bodies to men to drive Range Rover, but it's not every single actress. It's not every single actress. And it's not good to generalize. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not good to generalize. In your bid to be funny, and in your bid to indict somebody else, you are making a whole profession look bad. Hushpuppi sent his car to pick us up when we were in Dubai. Let me tell you the truth. Every minute that car was with us, when the driver drops us somewhere, I give the driver money to go and eat. That's how I am. Throughout the time the car was with me, I fueled it. If we're going, because I don't like abusing. Somebody is kind enough to send you his car to pick you up in Dubai where I don't know anybody. So I never, and you see, those are the things that make people respect you. If you have the Allah Tenuje mentality, you go and meet somebody else, what you will eat, what you will eat. Do you understand? What did I eat in Hushpuppi'S? It's not rice and chicken. Taste Buds cooks rice and chicken every day. We have an industrial kitchen that can cater to 1,000 people at once. So what is, it's not like I ate, the lobster I ate, I took Taste Buds in Dubai, the video is on my YouTube. I took Taste Buds in Dubai to the lobster place myself and paid my money cash. So you guys need to get away from this mentality that anybody that hangs out with somebody must be collecting money from that person. I will not lie, I'm disappointed in Hush. And if I see him, I'll tell him. Because you fed the rumors. Tomorrow, somebody's buying a Ferrari, he must be a thief. Someone said, freeze the fear. I don't talk out for record. You see, when you not get sense, you would talk nonsense. I don't talk out for record. Say, if FBI won't question me, may they DM me. May they find. I ready answer anybody question. Wait, what do I have to hide? Do I have anything to hide? They will come and sit down here. We give them all my bank details. Let them just look. To be the money also they can mark notes. Let them check all the notes I have. If they see anything that looks like Dubai money in my hand that can be traced to Hushpuppi, they should come. Feel free. It's when you have something to hide that you'll be worried about. What I wanted from Hushpuppi was an interview. Watches. You don't forget, say the first time where I meet Hushpuppi put in watch like this. Me too, I put my watch. Hushpuppi buy me watch. Come on. Come on. So let's face issues. Now, that doesn't mean I was not in any way wrong in my Hushpuppi interview. I took my professional, what is it called, a little too far when we yap people's fathers. And I apologize for that. That was wrong. It came at a time when people were trolling me. And Hushpuppi too was a victim of trolling. So it was like the two of us were firing back at everybody who had trolled us. Come make Hushpuppi employ your papa. That wasn't that wasn't sensitive. It was a joke in bad taste. You understand, from my part, and I apologize for that joke. Aside from that, I did nothing wrong. I got my interview. You see, many of you don't understand how social media works. We try to teach you, but you don't understand. A good interview of that level can make you money for years. So I don't work with let me not run down any. I don't work with any media house that I have to, because the media house owns the content. Then the only way I can eat is by a brown envelope. No, I own my content. My content is copywritten to me. Let me tell you something. There was a time Wazobia FM, our station, wanted to use my content in Abuja. They had to write me a letter. And I had to approve it, so that they will not get a copyright, what is that thing called? Strike. You see, if I didn't own my content, then I can now be like many reporters and many broadcasters and many journalists are, unless they get paid or get a tip. Do you understand? If Hush na elder, for instance, Hush, they call me uncle. Why am I going to disrespect myself by going to collect handouts from him? Think about it. That being said, I know many people don't believe all those kind of things. All well and good, not a problem. I'm available to be checked. If any authority feels that my hand is not clean, let them check it out. Sorry. Yeah, hello? I don't send them. Okay. My send your consent. Yes. Please, somebody should help me take, please, help me get something from downstairs. There's somebody downstairs. Okay, collect it for me and put it in the sun. Thanks, love. Let me call the girl. Sorry, guys. Move away from the road. Let your mother pass, sir.
Daddy, wait, you said something. I remember. I make you remember of the mommy's birthday.
Okay. I'm on the phone. I'm in the live. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to a customer. Everybody's disturbing me. Don't shake that something. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Let me just attend to what I have now. I'm still coming to teach you. I still have part 2 of Jesus is Not God that we started yesterday. Send your account details. All right, bless you. So, someone says, Taste Buds, we love you. Someone say, if these posh people enter Hush, well, I swear you go to jail. Now your papa and your mama go jail. All the children where you born, all of them go jail. It don't do. Anybody where they stupid, we go all day. You think you have the monopoly of silliness? Yes, help me unplug it. It's okay, just unplug it. People are not letting me do my live, all of you. All your pikin go prison. In fact, Emma Bailey want tea. say I go do interview, waiting and want see. I don't talk an FBI. Phone me. Now maybe this. Instead, if I want to interview you, you don't know what if you say that if you sit down with FBI. They go wear uniform for you, go sit down and say, yo, FBI, how you doing, man? How you doing? Okay, yeah, yeah, so, So, make una not dey fear anything. I thank God. Let me tell you, yeah. I was having a conversation with one of my sisters today. And I said, you know, those kind of things that, you are walking inside somebody's house. Husband just say, hey, that if you make I dash you this, my Gucci shoe. Or nothing like that even happened. I was staying in an all-expense paid hotel. We even had our transportation. It's just that to go and do the interview with Hushpuppi, Hushpuppi didn't want an Uber. My company paid all our expense paid. It was all expense paid, not just with Cool FM. We had a partner company. Babe, what was the name of that partner company? You Fit Fly. And Hushpuppi was not the only interview I did in Dubai. I also did Regina Daniels and Ned Nwoko Jr. FBI knows who they are looking for. And I had an interview with the BBC, and the BBC asked me, said, as the FBI called me, I said, what for? But, as you got my number, let me tell you how many interviews I've done over this Hushpuppi matter. I've done the Daily Telegraph UK. I've done BBC Radio 4 UK. I've done Bloomberg USA. If all these people could find my number and reach me, FBI too should reach me and ask me any question they want to ask. I have no problem answering. If I had something like, would I go on Bloomberg? Go and Google Daddy Freeze Bloomberg. You will see the article on Bloomberg. Someone said, but you mock people also. Mock people in the people's parents in the name of defending Hushpuppi. Like I said, I've apologized for that. That was in poor taste. And I gave the reason why. What was my reason? I've been trolled and trolled on the media to the point where it gets frustrating. So, but like I said, it's not an excuse. I apologize for trolling anyone and anyone's parents. It was wrong. And I'm also disappointed in Hushpuppi. To be honest, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I believe he was an influencer. I don't like judging people. Somebody say, but you judge pastors. I don't judge pastors. You come and you mistranslate something in a Bible that I have. You twist it. So I'm not judging you. I'm judging you based on the lies you are telling. It's the different thing. Let me tell you something. When I went to Hushpuppi's house for the interview, it was me in the picture. I didn't hide. I didn't just use only camera. It was me. I went to record the interview. Now, let's talk about the Abba Kyari matter and then move on to our preaching for today, because in truth, now preach, I can't hear, can't preach. But I just said I should address some things. First things first, the story broke today that Abba Kyari, let me look for it for you. Okay. Policeman Abba Kyari reacts after being accused by the US government of allegedly receiving bribe from Hushpuppi. That was his reply. And then there was the original topic. Hushpuppi allegedly bribed DCP Abba Kyari to arrest and ensure that a member of his online gang was arrested and jailed. US government alleges. Now, Abba Kyari responded and said, popular policeman Abba Kyari has reacted to being accused by the US government of allegedly receiving bribe from Nigerian Instagram celebrity Ramon Abbas to arrest and jail a member of his online gang identified as Chibuzo. So Abba Kyari's statement, apparently, according to Linda Ikeji's blog, Abba Kyari was accused of initiating the arrest after a dispute arose from the 1.1 million scheme the Instagram celeb and members of his gang were involved in. The affidavit described Kyari as a highly decorated deputy commissioner of the Nigerian police force who is alleged to have arranged for Vincent to be arrested and jailed at Abba's behest, and sent Abbas photographs of Vincent after his arrest. The statement goes, Abbas, who we later came to know as Hushpuppi, called our office about 2 years ago that someone in Nigeria seriously threatened to kill to a family in Nigeria, blah, 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 blah. Then, if you read all of it, he said nobody demanded a cover from Abbas. Our focus was to save people's lives that were purportedly to have been threatened. Later, he saw some of my native clothes and caps on my social media page, and he said he likes them, and he was connected to the person selling the clothes, and he sent about 300K directly to the person's account. About this part seems to me a bit funny though, because it looks like Yomi Casual them no go get work again. As bros, they go into fashion now. Make I no talk past my mouth. gg.com, gg.ng. Okay. But you see, that's as far as I like to comment that. I love to see how this unfolds. Someone the other day said, fashion police. Nigerians are not well with their captions. Hushpuppi is a lesson to people who hastily mock people without knowing the other person's source of wealth. Yeah, quite true. Washere Jumia. Someone say Hushpuppi, they wear native cap. Waiting concern us. We don't fit comment past the one way we comment. It don't do. Make we wait as FBI go take judge this matter. We are still on it. Someone said only Kyari knows Hushpuppi, Cubana, etc. You see, another thing is, if you are high there in the police force, who do you think they give people police escorts? So police, they know civilian too now, and the police too is not supposed to arrest a civilian until the civilian is proven guilty. But you see, in Nigeria, everybody is guilty the moment the person is not your family member. If Hushpuppi is your family member now, he'll be a real estate mogul, he'll be a chieftain, he'll be an influencer. The moment he's not your family member and you have no access to it, automatically he becomes a thief. I'm not saying what he did was right too. $24 million, I'm disappointed. That's sad. So let's watch it before you start pronouncing another person guilty. Before I could say Hushpuppi was guilty, he confessed and said he's guilty. What am I now supposed to say? He has how did he take column? He said he's guilty, and there's a public statement to that. So all well and good. So I'm reading a few comments here and there. What are your comments so I can move to our preaching? He pleaded guilty. Thank you so much. That's exactly. Someone said there's no legit without illegal. Think about this. Someone said if he's innocent, he should go and answer in America. Hey, that reminds me. I want to go and visit FBI in America. Can you contribute for business class ticket for me? Taste bud, you go follow me go. Make we go now, mama. Make we go America now. Make we go greet FBI. You say, now we be this, so when I get question. Someone say you get visa, FBI invite you, no get visa. They go give you visa, forget visa na the small. They go even send private jet self so that you go come quick, answer their question. Nigerian police go soon pour water for Yahoo boys. Now, make I not talk. Any questions, any contributions? Should I close it? Another thing we all need to be careful for is anybody will dash you money, make you dey careful. Make you dey careful. All of you that like to receive tips, lesson learned. All of you babes, where if a guy no give you money, you no go open leg. Even if you dey date the guy, before if he access the place, you must pay money. Someone said, what do you think about the whole saga? Like I've said, I'm disappointed in Hush, personally. Secondly, I'm watching everything unfold. All those of you where they collect giveaway, if they never do giveaway for you, know they happy. Make una dey careful. Someone said, I left my husband because he was never ready to change from collecting people's hard-earned money. Nene, I would love you to come live and discuss this. Tell us. Someone said, Gucci don't they do native? I don't know, but be like say Balenciaga don't they do native? Balenciaga don't they so agbada? Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Where are you? The UK, right?
No, United States.
Hey, Americana.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me.
So as I was saying, that's not a lie because I left my husband because of that. We had 3 kids. But since I was with him, he was like taking people's hard-earned money. And like I tried to like change it, but he was never ready to change. And that was not a life for me. I was not comfortable with it. And at the end of the day, I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. Like, I have to move on because, like, how can you be doing that every day? You will be, like, thinking, like, oh, the police might pop up in your house. They will come arrest you. They will come do all of this stuff. You know, sometimes you go into this relationship and you think that, oh, this person is doing a legit business. All of a sudden, you go in there. You knew this person is not doing this kind of stuff. And that was like, that's not me. And like, I don't believe in those stuff. I believe in you working your own money. There is nobody that might want to work their own hard-earned money and somebody will just come from nowhere and collect the money. And again, if we have kids and these kids are going to learn from that same thing, and what are you teaching these kids? And that was not a life for me. And I'm going to move on, and I left him because of that. And he's a Nigerian, though. Yeah.
What tribe are you? Are you Nigerian too?
It's Igbo.
What about you? Are you Igbo too?
Me, I'm Sierra Leonean.
Oh, you're not Nigerian.
No, I'm not a Nigerian. So it's not good. I don't know why people do that, but like, if you do it, there comes a time you have to repent and like, just that's not life. It's not life. Collecting other people hard-earned money. If you know how people go out to work their money and all of that, like, it's not good. It's not.
Now, somebody is saying you had 3 kids with him. Did you not know before?
Well, I knew he was doing business. Then when I entered there, just like every other relationship, you're in there. Like you thinking every day you're going to change the situation, like it's going to change. But it didn't change. So at the end of the day, like this is not life. Like I have to move on from that because it was not a life. Like, I was in there though for a long. I thinking that it's gonna change, but it's never gonna change because free money when it start coming, like it's I didn't live with it. I was eating from it though, but like all my life I didn't want to take any part of it though. Like I was living in the
But
house.
is he still paying child support for your children and all that?
Sorry?
Is he still paying child support? Spousal support?
Well, I take care of the kids.
He doesn't take care of the kids.
I do take care of my kids, yeah.
Does he take care of the kids at all?
Well, he's trying, but like, you know, their monies go and come, like, so I take care of my kids. Yeah. Maybe I do 80%. Yeah. Because I don't want to teach my kids that that's the way to get money, like, yeah, so yeah, it's bad, it's sad,
I agree with you, and a lot of people are sad. Somebody is saying here that Daddy Freeze knew that Hushpuppi was not legit. How do you make statements like that?
Yeah, this is the thing. Sometimes you don't know these people what they're doing. Like just like my situation, I was thinking this person has a business. He showed me a shop he was running. I was thinking that's it until when I'm in there, like I begin to like discover all of this stuff, and I knew that was not life and that was not it. Yeah. So
I totally agree with you. Thank you so much, madam, for coming through. What's your name?
Neneba.
Neneba. All right, Neneba. Take care and have a very beautiful weekend.
You too. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Beautifully said, Neneba. That's a major point right there. You see, when you say no, knowledge is different from suspicion, is different from assumption. For you to know something, you must have evidence. You must have evidence. Okay? So when you say Daddy Freeze knew how? How am I supposed to know? Do you know how many people you've judged and said they were thieves only to find out that they were legit at the end of the day? Do you know how many people EFCC has busted and then realized that they were legit at the end of the day? So let's be very careful with that narrative. You've got to have concrete evidence. It's like calling every girl that drives a Range Rover Olosho. It's how you people reason, because your mother cannot afford Range Rover. It will now look like I'm taking a jab at you. Yes, there are girls that do Olosho to buy Range, but it doesn't mean that every single girl driving Range. I know. Someone saying, how much did Hushpuppi pay me? They tell you, say, are they hungry? No, be when they hungry, they look for who go dash you money. Hushpuppi gave me an interview, my second biggest interview, my biggest interview ever is Tonto Dike. Number 2 is Hushpuppi, and Hushpuppi is creeping up. That's what he gave me, an interview, a world-class interview that has earned me other interviews from foreign newspapers and radio stations. I'm talking about Bloomberg, I'm talking about the Telegraph UK, I'm talking about BBC Radio 4. Tastebox was sitting with me when I was doing the Radio 4 interview. That's what Hushpuppi gave me. As a professional, he helped my professional career. I was the only person, only if you ever want to watch a Hushpuppi interview. And I'm going to show it right here on YouTube on the screen. If you're on YouTube, it's right here. Just click right here. You would see it. For the rest of you on other platforms, youtube.com/Daddy Freeze Teaches, you would see my Hushpuppi interview. Okay? Now I'm rounding off. I don't have much time. Solomon Bucci wants to come on. I don't have time. I don't have time. I'm rounding up because I want to come and do my preaching. So you were doing like Hush, she'll send you full. Yeah, so many people want to come on. I'm rounding off. Maybe Solomon and I will sit down and do a proper discussion. Not this one, because my intention is to preach. Who else? Who else? Who else? I'm just reading comments and I'm rounding off right now. Put the interview link on your bio, let them see. Okay, definitely. Kolade Benson. Kolade Benson. Okay, say hi again, Solomon, but I can't do more than 2 minutes. I beg you in God's name. Where is he? I can't see him again. No. Someone said FBI is watching you. I'm also watching them. We are watching ourselves. You think I'll be like you when they run from FBI? FBI need any question, maybe they DM me. Solomon. Okay. I've sent you a request. Okay.
Hello.
Yo, Solo Baba, how are you doing, brethren?
I'm all right. How are you doing?
Very well, bro.
You are enjoying your life. You have just been eating very well from taste buds.
Baba, what can a young man do? How far, bro?
Okay, so
I don't they watch you for your counseling sessions.
I know that we need proper time to like talk.
Yes, that's why I just wanted to sign. But since everyone wanted to hear your perspective, I was like, you know what? Let's bring Solomon Buchi on.
Okay, so what part of it are we really talking about? Is it if you knew, or if it was obvious that he was actually a fraudster? Or just general perspective on fraud?
What am I talking about? I'm actually just talking about, initially, to open up, I was talking about Abba Kyari and the news. I just broke the news and we're discussing normal matters that I bring onto my life to discuss. So that's where it ended. And a few people asked me questions saying I collected money from Hushpuppi. I find that comic relief at best. And I was trying to educate them. Some of us have our own platforms. If we make money, it's because we own the content. We make money from the content. And also, when you give good content, your channels grow. And then you have the opportunity to make more content. Now, to be honest, we can't deny that we heard the rumors about Hushpuppi having some illegal dealings, right? So I can't deny. I'll be hypocritical if I deny. However, it's like saying an actress that earns 200K a movie driving a 50 million naira range is a runs girl.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? There's always that allowance. If he had a conviction, for instance, if he had an arrest, as far as I was concerned, of course you always feel that, this money is a bit plenty. But you see, my problem is I know many wealthy people who you can't understand how they make their money, and they're legit. I know someone who EFCC picked up because he had a Ferrari. They took him to his office, checked all his systems. Apparently he was into programming and gaming and doing all those things in Asia. You understand what I'm saying? So would I have given Hushpuppi 100% clear that he was a good guy, legit? Of course not. But I also was willing to believe that, okay, this guy is genuinely an influencer. because I didn't want to be in the group that peddles the rumors. See Obi Kubana, we do funeral, how many days? They don't begin talk. And I also took him for his word. Remember, I had an interview with Hushpuppi on the radio. Nobody really knows that interview. It was me, Naomi Crystal, and somebody else. He called in. I sent him a DM. He now called in, and we asked him questions in the studio. And he said, he's into real estate, he's into this, he's into this, he's into this. Okay, I took his word for it. Now, I can come and apologize and say, okay, guys, my judgment was not as accurate as I would have loved it to be, but I have apologized for it, you know. But in all honesty, why should I really apologize? Nobody can really know until he was declared guilty. You, Buchi, are you not innocent until proven guilty? I can suspect that these your glasses look expensive, and it's more expensive than your salary. And I can say that this Buchi must be stealing somebody's money. But you see, I don't know. What's your opinion, to be honest?
Yeah, so honestly, I understand people who actually think that he is there is just this culture of, if you are living a very flamboyant, lavish lifestyle, that means that your money is not clear. And it's quite a generalization, honestly. And the fact is that we can be sentimental and biased. I don't have a problem with that, but I just have a problem with people who mistake their sentiments and bias as fact, right? So now, yes, you can actually be sentimental, number one. Number two is, I have been called a Yahoo boy before, right? Where I used to stay, just because they did not understand, like, I don't have an office or anything. I just do things online, and, I'm quite living well for my age. And, I just started hearing people saying that I'm actually into Yahoo and everything. So I quite understand that. However, just like you said, you cannot conclusively say this person is this thing unless you know. Like, there are opinions I have that actually I feel like they are quite valid, but I cannot say that in the public. I can't come out and say this person is gay when they have not said they are gay, even if I suspect. And that's the right thing any educated person would say. And obviously, you are a journalist, and I think that I need Nigerians to understand that journalism is actually a profession, because that's actually, my major too. It's a profession where you have to be objective.
I thought you were a psychologist or something because of the counseling you do.
No, I actually have just professional certification in that, but yeah, mass communication.
Mass com, okay. So you studied journalism. Awesome.
Yeah, exactly. So people need to understand that people interview Adolf Hitler, I want to believe, was interviewed. People interview people, right? And whatever the interviewee actually says, that it's not your responsibility. Like, it's not, it's
not your responsibility to verify.
The only thing I had an issue with you, and I think you did apologize. Yes, you did apologize, was actually when you guys hung out in Dubai and you actually kind of like, said some words that weren't too nice to people who
now, since you brought this up, Solomon, let me apologize again. Guys, we're having fun and we're literally cracking up, and it was a joke in bad taste. I take it back. It was a joke in bad taste. I should never have said, hey, you people's fathers should come out. No. I'm sorry about that. I humbly apologize for it. And I'll try. I'm very loose-mouthed, those of you who know me, and I tend to say all sorts. And this time it has gotten me into a tight spot, as the case may be. And I apologize for it. I've apologized for it like 3 times today, and I'll apologize again. If you felt offended, please forgive me. Your fathers who are doing legit work and are not earning as much as his gate men, don't discourage them, and don't be discouraged. May we continue to promote legit work. And may we continue to, my father used to say something, said there is dignity in labor. That dignity has been lost in this generation. And I'm sorry I made a statement that makes it look like that, what is it called? Dignity has further been eroded.
Yeah, so basically that was my only issue with with the whole I had no issue with the fact that you actually interviewed him. I mean, that's legit your work. So when people say, and I see people say stuff like, why must Daddy Freeze always talk about everything, and I'm like, literally, that's his work. He's a journalist. That's what he went to school for. That's why he did that. We talk about people, we talk about events, we talk about popular people, how they influence the society and everything, how it influence like culture and all of that stuff. So I don't understand. Like, I mean, obviously, some people will come here and say, I'm actually making a case for you. I don't agree with everything you say 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. I'm actually near objective with the way I see people and everything. So I think you don't have to kill yourself over it. If you've actually apologized, that let people know. People will always see. The people that don't love you will always use your errors as a way to just hammer on you. So if you've apologized and you've said it and and over again, and people still think that he gave you money and anything. I mean, at FBI, I have not mentioned your name in all of this stuff that's happening. They've not said anything. They've not traced you to anything. They might have actually gifted you anything. People gift me stuff. I don't know how they make their money. Somebody comes and says, Solomon, send your account. You have blessed me. Sends me $5,000. Why would I not collect it? That one is different. Now, I will collect it for God's sake. But it's different if I know that they are actually into Yahoo. And then they give me money. And the fact is that even if I know they're actually into Yahoo and I get the money, it still doesn't make me a Yahoo boy, Well, it actually can give the connotation that I am, encouraging them. But you really cannot know when people gift you what their source of income is like. So I just think that you just need to just forget and just move on with your life. Nigerians will always talk.
I said I was going to give you 2 minutes, but this is the best 10 minutes I've spent in the last 1 month with anybody online. Thank you so much, Solomon Buchi. And I also want to say something here. Hushpuppi never, I'm saying this on the record. Nigerian police, FBI, all of you take note. Hushpuppi did not ever give me 1 cent, not to talk of $1, a whole dollar, in cash, in gifts, in transfer, in crypto, or in any other way a human can transfer money to the other. What I needed Hushpuppi for was to give me a blockbuster interview, and he delivered on that. That's what I wanted. That's the only thing I needed. If Hushpuppi had told me to pay him $1,000 for that interview, I would have paid him $1,000 for that interview. That interview is worth its weight in gold. I have people from the US who don't know Nigeria who have watched that interview and reached out to me for interviews. As a journalist, I would say my greatest interview I have ever done is the Hushpuppi interview. Career-wise, visibility-wise, aside all the errors that you pointed out, I'm human. I make mistakes. But that has still been my greatest interview ever. It's the first interview that put me on the international platform. And going forward, I've learned a few lessons too. Going forward, I also have to be a bit more detached and professional. I got into the arena in the interview in my bid to get a good interview done. And I know you do the same thing, because when you're doing a job, sometimes we immerse ourselves into our work. If I pass on tomorrow, that interview is not going to pass on. It is something that future generations will have to watch, to access as a documentary, as whatever else it will work for. I don't know if I'm making myself clear in that regard.
Totally.
So thank you so much, Solomon. Is there anything else you want to say?
Well, I think the last thing I want to say is that Nigerian young people should work. Like there is actually, here is the thing. A lot of people say that hard work, like Yahoo is not hard work, but I think that fraud can be hard work.
Yeah,
it is actually hard work, because those guys do not make it overnight, even if that's their driving force. So why don't you put in that effort into legit work. Find something. There's just this peace of mind that comes when you know that the bread you bought it with the money that you earned legitimately, and you did not have to rob from anyone. And then people say stuff like they don't kill people. But these guys actually, I have a friend, they wiped his father's account. The man actually had a heart attack and has stroke right now. A lot of people are actually suffering because of these guys. And I know that some of them are actually here, right? So I just want them to, and women who are also dating, there are women who intentionally are dating these men too. You guys are also collaborating with them, to actually do everything. So I just want young Nigerians to actually see the beauty in hard work. Consistency pays. Daddy Freeze, you've been in the journalism whatever for over 20 years now. You're not who you are today as a result of overnight, and what's it called, process. So there is actually a process. I've been writing for 8 years now. So somebody who comes out today and starts writing wants a measure of with me in writing. It doesn't make sense. People you admire, look at richest people, they are mostly older people, apart from Mark Zuckerberg and all of those ones, because of, the influence they had when they were actually young. So I just think that young people, that we really need patience. We live in a world where we want our miracles. When I mean miracles, we want our success to be microwaved, like you put in today, put in tomorrow. And that's why Ponzi schemes actually exist in Nigeria. And if I decide today to start a Ponzi scheme, I'll make mad money out of it. Because Nigerians want to put 50,000 and remove 1 million naira. From where? So I really think that we need to mellow down on greed and all of that stuff, and really just work hard for your money. And God said He will bless the work of your hands. The work of your hands, not the work of stealing from people. So that's it basically. Thank you so much, Daddy Free.
Thank you so much. And you said something that I want to buttress on. Overnight success is 10 years in the making.
Mm-hmm.
You see, overnight to you is overnight. To the person who is successful, it's at least 10 years in the making. Even Zuckerberg, who was young, he started building his empire from his teens, but we're not there. It's when we see Facebook and say, oh yeah, wow, oh, he had an idea. Do you know how many ideas we have? How many of us are able to see our ideas to fruition? So thank you so much for that motivation. God bless you. And like I would always say, our world in entertainment is very different from the rest of the world. Entertainment is loud. Why is Toke Makinwa so successful? Because she's in your face.
Mm-hmm.
They're better broadcasters than I am. When it comes to, there are broadcasters I listen to and I'm like, whoa, that's some real talent. But you type broadcasters in Nigeria, you see that he is among the first. Not that he's the best, but because he's in it. So you need to also cut us some slack when you see us in it. It's the job. I was telling somebody about Obi Kubana. Obi Kubana was wasteful. Obi Kubana is an entertainer. He runs a nightclub. He is trying to sell Glenfiddich in Nigeria. Do you think Glenfiddich sees a wedding that shut down, a funeral that shut down the whole country? And do you think they don't want to associate with someone that can pull off such a party? 500 cows, that's literally Solomon level. I mean the real Solomon, not like you are fake. But so you understand what I'm saying? So also cut us some slack. It's our industry. Our industry requires a certain dynamic that is different from the banking, from nursing, from teaching, unfortunately, someone like me is now caught in between preaching the word of God and doing my job. And if you don't allow me to do this job, una go pay me title. I go begin the wine una with Bible. So make I walk. So that Paul was a tent maker, I don't know how to make tent. Christ was a carpenter, I don't know how to knock wood. Peter was a fisherman. There is no stream in Lagos that I can even fish from. And even if there is, I don't know how to fish. I know how to fish for interviews. Allow me. God bless us all. Solomon Buchi.
Exactly.
Solomon Buchi. Bless you, brethren.
No problem. Thank you so much, Daddy Freeze. Have a wonderful time.
And you too, bro. Thanks, all of you. I'm coming back, guys. Part 2. We also need, you see, the fact that we are dealing with trending stuff, we must not neglect Bible. Oh. Now, Bible we dey preach here, oh, make una no vex. Part 2, Jesus is not God. Part 2, Jesus is not God. Come back, come back, come back. Log in, log out. Please log in and log out immediately. I'm not even wasting 1 second here. Log in and log out. Please, guys. Okay? Sorry, I'm posting on Instagram. I don't want to lose this saving. This, okay. Post. Instagram, Sabi, go and open another thing. All right, guys. Log in, log out. YouTube, log in, log out. Please.